found this table on Marketplace for $25. It's not the most amazing table ever, but it gets the job done, and now I can record with the natural light. And obviously I'm not gonna have this in my kitchen all the time because I'm gonna take you guys through how to make some huckleberry jam. It's very easy, very easy. I am not going to tell you guys that I do inversion canning because I don't. I do. So you're not going to want to use the inversion canning method. It's not considered safe anymore because it doesn't ensure that your cans are properly sealed. Jars are properly sealed. So you'll want to get a canner. The only reason I use the inversion canning method is because I'm using this jam in a fast enough time period before it would be considered spoiled, and it's kept in the refrigerator the whole time. I'm teaching you guys how to make jam that you're going to want to consume within a 14-day time period, fresh jam. So we're not canning it today. We can do a canning video another time. This video is not going to be the most streamlined, but that's okay because it's still going to teach you how to make the jam, and it's good. Let's get into it. I love how I'm never prepared. I don't ever get my stuff ready. I'm getting it ready on camera. I could totally get way better at this. That's literally 3 things in a pot. So you'll need anywhere from 2 to 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. Mine's about just a little shy of 4 because I do it to taste. And as I'm cooking it, sometimes it just needs a little more lemon juice. That's about 5 cups of huckleberries, and this is 1.5 cups of sugar plus 3/8 cup of sugar, whatever that is together. I didn't do the math to add that. Anyways, it's all gonna go in here all at once. You definitely don't need a pot this big. I just like using it because it's non-stick, so it makes for easy cleanup with the jam all over the place. But you really won't need a pan this large unless you're making quadruple plus size batches. Do what works for you. You know how it is. I say the same thing every time. It is your kitchen. You're also gonna want however many jars it's gonna take you to jam it. Mine varies every single time, so I never really know exactly how many jars it's gonna make me, but I'm estimating it'll make me about 3 this time. Maybe even 2.5. I forgot to mention that you'll want to stick a plate in your freezer prior to beginning. I have plenty of time to do it now because it only needs to be in there for a few minutes to get chilly. Once you think your jam is setting up, you will pull it out of the freezer, and if it passes the crinkle test, it's ready to put in the jars. A fat thing of huckleberries. This is about 5 cups. I didn't measure precisely because there's not a cup amount past 4, but it's about 5. The recipe I used as a baseline for this one was the Outdoor Apothecary. I really tried hard to think of it on my own, but couldn't remember. Followed it loosely the first time, but I have alternated. I need more lemon juice because I like mine thicker. Doing it with the amount of lemon juice she suggested and the time was not enough for me. So I learned through a few batches that extra lemon juice and more than double the time to get it as thick as I like it, and make sure you don't overcook it. But I'd say I do mine for about 25-30 minutes or something like that. Hers only says 10. That is not enough. But I don't know, it works for her, it might work for you. You can check out the recipe. Said I measured out all my stuff first, right? Well, I still wanted to redeem myself from the last time that I was squeezing lemons in my last video. It was kind of a mess. I don't even know if I posted it or not, but I'm going to squeeze lemons again. 2 should be enough. When you realize that your video has been in cinematic and it shouldn't be. My last video, I named my flour jar, my all-purpose flour jar, and now I'm feeling it's time to name the sugar jar. And I don't know why, but you know, things name themselves. You can just feel it. Her name's Alberta. Also, while I was cleaning, it came to me that my bread flour jar's name is Augustus. Bertha, Augustus, Alberta. Wow, Bertha and Alberta. It's like they knew that they're cousins or something. Anyways, Salt has yet to be named. You'll happen eventually, little one. All right, you guys. It's all gonna go in here immediately. Put on a medium-high heat. I only had the gas on. That could have been all bad. Sometimes I find a few extra little stems in my huckleberries after I'm pouring them in. You just pour them out. As you're stirring it up, this is what it will first begin to look like, and it will start getting more juices as it's cooking. Starting to get a little watery. I forgot to use my jam spoon. This is not my jam spoon. Use a spoon that you're not gonna worry about getting stained, because it will get stained. And it'll either have to be reserved strictly for making jam, or if you just don't care, that's cool too. This is mine, as you can see. Little pinky. Now this one will be a little pinky too, but it's already naturally dark. Look at that. It's as if they're little crystals. Little ruby maroon crystals. As it starts to get loose like this, you can start pushing some of the berries up against the wall to start mashing them a little bit, get more of the juices out. When you think it's ready to set up, you're just going to take a little bit, scoop it onto a plate, stick it back in the freezer. See how it's all crinkly like that? That means it's ready to set up. I don't have a funnel. Surprise, surprise. When you're ready to pour this into your jam jars, you can use a funnel, but this has a pour spout, so it does the job for me. You'll want to wipe the rims of your cups before you seal them. Okay.